Guess what? I finally got new stencils. I love using stencils. They're a great way to get designy kind of elements into the backgrounds of your art. But I've only got a certain amount of them that I've found at art stores, and I feel like I've used these a little too much. I used this one on the transgender painting in the hair journal, and this one on the gouache lesbians. This one I used for the gouache happy couple. I really need to come up with better names for my paintings. And this one for owl, another great name for a painting. And this is the stencil I used for the cover for my book, Becoming an Artist. Oh, and this is just a side note, but they stick together. They get interlocked, and it's a pain to keep them from, you don't want them to rip or anything. So I think I spend half of my time trying to untangle them like they're unwieldy, tangled Christmas lights or something. I mean, I've had them for years. They're covered in paint, and I'm worried that people are going to start noticing that I'm using the same stencils from one piece to the other. So I really thought that I should go and look for new stencils. But every time I go to the art store, all of the stencils are the same. I can't find any new ones. So I bit the bullet and I went to Amazon, which I don't like to shop at, but I bought a bunch of really cheap made in China stencils. I know they're not going to be high quality, but they'll be something new, something I can play around with. All told, the 7 sets that I got gave me 111 different stencils to choose from. And normally I look for something that's decorative and Art Nouveau-y, but there's a lot of stuff that I wouldn't normally use, like that. I don't know what it is, but it's different, and I might use it one day. This, again, I don't know what it's supposed to be. Cells inside the human body or something. I might not use that one. This is honeycombs and a bee and flowers, which is cute. I'm never going to use it, but yeah, and spider webs. I promise you I'll never use spider webs as a background. It's just not my thing. This one is nice, but it feels a little flimsy. It's really, I feel like the pen is just gonna I won't be able to keep my lines. And then this one is tree bark, which is nice, but I kind of like to draw my own tree bark. Okay, those are the ones that I already knew I didn't like because I opened them up before. This is the side of the ones I do like. Look at that. That's really kind of pretty. And it's not like a symmetrical pattern. It's like smaller in one part and bigger in another part, which is kind of nice. And then I've got this one, which is a little weird for me, but a little flimsy, but I might use it. Then there is this one, which again it's like a gradation, like it goes from thicker to thinner towards the top. And then this one, again, I like these because they're not just a repeated pattern. This one I may or may not use. It's got potential. It's really flimsy in these little spots, but it's got potential. Next set is this one, which not bad. It's not bad. I don't know if I'll use it much, but it's not bad. And then we've got this one, which I like, but it feels really flimsy. I feel like the pen just wouldn't hold up well on it. And then there's this one, which is okay. Nothing really exciting. Let's see, what else we got? This one's okay too. It's got possibilities. This one is, there's birds. It looks like a bunch of birds in the trees. Again, not really my thing, but who knows? And then this one. This is my stack of I don't think I'm going to use them. Now, here's the stack of the ones where I think I'm going to use. Like this one is good. It would be a lot of work. There's a lot going on in this one, so I'd have to really be in the mood for a stencil. This one's good. It's similar to the bird one, but I like the curves. They're very Art Nouveau-y. This one, a little generic, but it's nice. I could use it. I just need something different. Something I haven't seen before. Or something you haven't seen before. This one's good too. I mean, these are not great, but they're something. This one's nice. A lot of little flourishes, which is pretty. And this one, again, it feels like thorns. Donna said it reminds her of Jack and the Beanstalk. And then we've got this one. I like the loops. I like the curves. They scratch that Art Nouveau itch. But this one too. Just a lot of work. This would be a lot of work to just use. This one's good. A little flimsy, but it's good. And this one. And that's really all I'm doing is I'm just looking for something for when I just need a background pattern. And that's what these are. Just background patterns for Lord knows what. This one's weird. Is that like mistletoe? Kind of like that spiky leaf. And this one. I feel like we've seen this one before. But they're now genuinely starting to all look alike at this point. And then this one. So that's stack number 2 or set number 2. Okay, I had opened up a couple of the stacks and I had already separated them, but now we're going to open this from scratch. This is like opening up a set of Pokemon cards. We don't know what we're going to get. All right, first one is Swiss cheese. I genuinely don't think I'll use this one. Second one is, that's not bad. It's got some nice curves to it. We'll put it over here. This one is not bad. Very symmetrical. That's a keeper. And this one, again, not bad. Keep that one. Not bad again. These are all doable. These are all usable. Not all of them, not the Swiss cheese. Okay, something doesn't feel right. Remember the mistletoe? That is with the spiky leaves? This is a completely different set from a completely different vendor. And look at that. It's the same one, but reversed. It's the one part's cut out and the other part isn't. That's just crazy. Okay. I have a feeling that they got these off of like an online site and they just used like a cutter and they might be using the same patterns. I don't know. Now that I'm thinking about it, did we already see this one? Hold on a second. I don't feel ripped off because these were pretty cheap, but yeah, there it is. We got the same one, different companies, and they're just reversing it. How weird is that? I have a feeling there's going to be a few duplicates. I feel like these companies are just grabbing this stuff online and making prints. And God bless them for it, you know? It helps me. I'm sure it's the same thing digital artists do. They find a pattern online and they'll reuse it. But yeah, I'll take what I can. But these are good. These are usable. These are things I know I've seen that one before. Where is it? Where are you? I know we saw this one already too. This looks so familiar. Come on. Forget it. But I know I saw it. Yep, I could use that one. And that one is okay. I can use it. And then, yeah, that one is pretty boring. And it looks like that one. I knew it. I knew it. Oh, well. I'm not mad. I'm not mad. All right, let's open up the next Pokemon set and see what we get here. And I don't know if some of you realize how cheap these are, because normally these things are, I don't know, $4 to $10 a stencil. At least when I would buy them from the art stores. They weren't cheap, so getting, I don't know, 15 of them for $9 is not a bad deal. Even though they're not the best. They're not as good as the one I used to get from the art store. Anyways, this one's not that great. But, yeah, we'll see. I don't really like this one that much either. So I'll just put it aside. And this one's nice. It's got some nice curves to it. And this one is, hey, I've seen this one before. I know. It's the mistletoe one. They're stealing from each other is what they're doing. See, look at that. I've got 3 copies of this now. It's just like Pokemon. I've got duplicates. Oh well. They're different shapes, slightly different quality. I'll pick the best one and use that, if I even use this one. It's not even my favorite. But, all right, what else we got? This is a unique one. It's not bad. And that one's it's got a little piece here. Hold on. They didn't even cut it right. Come on. Apparently I am not capable. There we go. Little piece. Yes, that is a little piece. Okay. And that one's not bad. I hope this is in any way entertaining for you, because I think this is boring. But, I mean, it's exciting for me to look through these, but I feel like I'm being boring for you. But, I don't know. I hope you're enjoying this. Alright, this one, and that one. Okay, that's that set. There's 3 more sets. I don't know if you want to stick around for this, because I'm going as fast as I can, but there are 3 more sets of this, and I'm just giving you fair warning. We're at 13 minutes in. But this one's pretty cute. It looks like little fireworks, kind of. Another tree thing I may or may not use, but it's we'll see. And then that one's not bad, kind of like palm leaves, I think. And this one's a little sparse. Maybe it would look better this way. I don't know, but that's okay. Butterflies, pretty. I'm not gonna use it, but pretty. I don't know what that's supposed to be. Maybe tree branches and leaves? Who knows? That's interesting. And this one, it looks very generic, like I've seen it before. We'll see. Another generic one, but I could use it. And, oh, this is Donna's favorite. She likes these, she calls them chickens and eggs. They're like the plants that you see in Carmel, which she loves, in Carmel, California. That looks like a wallpaper, doesn't it? It looks like someone's wallpaper, or at a fancy, or in someone's bathroom. I don't know. Fancy bathroom wallpaper. And flowers, roses. Don't really like it. A giant rose, I guess. Yeah. I guess nope, I'm not going to keep it. This looks like more wallpaper to me. So more bathroom wallpaper, not going to keep it. That one is really very busy, but I could use it. This one is not bad, kind of floral, not bad. That one is, I like how it's different shapes, so it's not repeated, but apparently I'm not keeping that one. And this one, which is a tree that I'm not going to keep. All right, second to last set, and we have, this looks really familiar. I'm pretty sure I have this one. Hold on. Yeah, this one. I showed you this earlier. This is one that I have. It looks just like it. Now I have two of them. Okay. Let's see what else came in this set. Hopefully no more duplicate Pokemons. This one. Roses, flowers, not bad. This one. I could use it. And no, I don't think I'll use that one. Not really a fan. It's busy, but I could use it. And this one is just the same thing, but less busy, which is kind of weird, but okay. That is really busy. Oh my gosh. I guess I could use it. And flowers, I don't know. I guess I could use it. I'll who knows. And that is, that is a lot of little tiny detail. It's definitely a mood thing. You have to be in the mood to do that much detail. That is just really boring, and I'm never going to use it. This one is a lot of detail. Yeah, maybe I'll use it. That one is okay. And that one is a lot. I could use that, I guess. A little boring. And oh my god. If I use these, yeah, I'm not using that one. More flowers. Looks like wallpaper again, but you know, you never know. You might use it. And I could use that. And then this one. Yeah, look at how it's kind of cut off. It's like they didn't even line it up well. I don't know. Okay, if you stuck around this far, bravo. You're a wonderful human being. This is the last set. That one's okay. And a lot of detail. These are really intricate. But okay, look at this. They're missing the gaps. This looks like it didn't cut well. Can you see this little piece here? Let me see if I can get this out. There it is. But also look over there. That spot and that spot need to be cut, and they weren't. So I got some defective stencils. I don't think I'd be able to cut this, but let me show you. I think what it was supposed to look like. There was supposed to be a hole right here, like that, and then a hole over here, like that. That's, wait, no, there's one here too. So, a little defective. I don't know if I'll be able to use it. Okay, so, wow, this is really intricate. That's a lot of detail. This one's a little wavy, but not bad. And I like the design, but that is a lot of detail. This set has a lot of detail, which is not bad, but just be careful what you get yourself into, because these are really intricate. I mean, it's a lot of work. to do these things. Yeah, these are, look at this. They didn't cut this all the way again. These like little shavings. This just wasn't well produced, we'll say. So buyer beware when buying these. These are okay, you know. And there's this little bit here too. Yeah. Double check them. If you do buy these, double check them. Make sure that you got something that it's not defective. This is not bad. I could use that one. And they're sticking together. This one is pretty. Well, maybe a little too detailed for me, but see again, more little pieces that haven't been cut out, or they're just tiny little bits. Yeah, no, just, I'll deal with it later if I want to. And then, God, these are starting to look alike, aren't they? I think I'm going cross-eyed. Come on, let's get to the, It is what it is. I'm actually to the point where I'm getting bored. These are starting to look alike. That one's not bad. Oh my God. That would take me longer to do the stencil than it would to just do the entire painting. I think the moss would have taken me less when I did the fairy. Oh my God. That's, oh gosh. And the last one, gosh. Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to use any of these. These are really, really way too intricate. Okay, so for your convenience, I put these up on my website. So if you wanted any of these, I put them up under the art supply list. And if you've never been to my website, I have all of my art supplies, like my watercolor kits, my favorite sketchbooks, the pens that I use, every color of the watercolors that I use like 12 different colors, those exact same ones. I've got my tan sketchbook. I've even got my headphones, my noise canceling headphones, which are very expensive, but, and then I've got the stencils. I've just put them up there today, and if you want to, you can click on them and try them out for your very own. And I hope they help. I hope you like using stencils, and they're a fun way to add patterns and textures to your art. Anyways, I hope this wasn't extremely boring, and thanks for watching.